arrested for burying her two daughters, one her biological daughter and stepdaughter, in Cleveland, Ohio. What? Oh, this is getting ridiculous. At the end of the day, man, people, we got to do better than this, man. We have to do better. Anyway, shout out to Law and Crime and their network for bringing this video. Once again, I do not own the rights to this video for entertainment, educational purposes only. And that's real talk.
It's about this thick. It's about halfway buried. I pulled it up, unzipped it. I couldn't really see, and I opened it up. Yeah.
This is body cam video we just received in the last couple of hours, showing footage of the chilling moment that police officers in Cleveland discovered the bodies of two young girls inside suitcases partially buried in a park near a school.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's terrible. It just happened this month, too.
Yeah.
It's fresh month, March 2nd.
This is the woman who police say is connected to the crime. What we know about her and how police tracked her down. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
We're going to speed this up a little bit.
This is the moment a police officer walked up to one of the suitcases in the park on Cleveland's east side Monday night around 6:30. The suitcase was partially buried in the ground, but it was very visible. You can see as the officer walks up to it, it wasn't hidden in the trees or beyond the fence. The newly released body cam video, I will warn you, it has some very disturbing details that are tough to listen to, but I'll also tell you, you do not see what was inside the suitcase. Much of that has been redacted. Now, police say they found a second suitcase after investigating this one. It was about 25 feet away, and they found another body in that suitcase. So you have the bodies of two young girls in two suitcases at this park. Now, before we get into the new information we are getting,
You can see the case from back here. It's all the way straight to the back.
Close to that sign?
Yeah, see that little black
Straight ahead in front? Okay. It's
Yeah.
a suitcase?
It's a suitcase. I've been walking past it for about a week now because I take my dog. I stay right here. I take my dog. I usually walk her through there and then come around here.
Okay.
And for the last week, she's been standing like a mound of dirt. She's been stopping, sniffing like a little too long.
Okay.
And today I was like, well, I'm gonna check. I hope it's not what I'm.
Right.
And it was halfway buried. It's about this thick. It's about halfway buried. I pulled it up, unzipped it. I couldn't really see, and I opened it up. Yeah.
Buried under the dirt it was?
Halfway. You can see a little part of it sticking out.
You said you noticed it for about a week already?
Yeah, it's been sitting over there like somebody buried it or tried to bury it. And like I said, I walked my dog over there and she keeps stopping. She sniffed a little too long.
Right.
You know, she sniffs stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Right.
I'm not. And today I was like, let me see what that really is.
Okay.
It's back there. I pulled it up so it's kind of standing up and it's like it.
Okay. You're right here, 670?
Yeah.
What was your name, sir? Phil? Okay. I'm going to check it out and be with you. Thank you.
Right beside the school.
so this is a picture from Google Maps of the park. It is right outside of the school, and it's near a residential neighborhood where a man says he's regularly walking his dog at night, and he found this suitcase. And you heard him tell the officer that he actually believes the suitcase had been there for roughly a week, if not more. He says each time he would walk by it, his dog kept going up to it and kept showing it a lot of attention. And that night, he decided that it was time to see what was inside of the suitcase. And that's when he made the kind of discovery that lives with you forever, because you heard him tell the officer that as soon as he opened the suitcase, he saw a head inside. Now, as we continue this body cam video, the police officer then goes back to his cruiser, drives around to the other side of the park, and that's when he gets out and he makes his way to the suitcase to see for himself.
There's a suitcase right there. It's terrible. It's a suitcase right there.
Hey, are you still inside the district? Okay. I was gonna have you grab my flash, but that's alright. When you get up here, if you go down 162, like I went upstairs next 162, you can just pull in this parking lot for this Ginn Academy, and you'll see me back here. So I haven't opened it yet. The dude I talked to, the caller, he said that there was this suitcase partially like buried in the ground that he said he's been noticing for like a week, and his dog keeps trying to get to it. So he said that he pulled it out today and to see what was in there because it was kind of heavy, and he noticed like a head and hurried, he just left it and called the police. So I'll just wait till you guys get here before I open it. Alright. Yeah, just come down towards like Midland, and I mean, as soon as you get to like the last drive for the school, just pull in there. I'm in the back. Alright.
Wow, this is something that always stay with you forever, man. That's why he's not trying to open it, but it's kind of crazy. That's something that you do not want to ever see you take a man's word for what it is. There's one thing about it, and two things to show. Any stick in your brain for that forever. And I'm quite sure he probably can smell it, but he just don't want to look at it. Or he say, gonna wait for them to come for him to open it. See, he put his gloves on. This is something that will stay with you forever. If you open that suitcase and see what's in there.
Hey, Gil, are you still at the district by chance? Can you do me a favor, please?
This is a
Would you,
terrible
I
sight
left
to
my
see.
flashlight in the sergeant's office. Are you able to run it up to me? I'm on this call on 162. Yeah, so if you go in there, right in front of, like on the side of the refrigerator, you'll see a flashlight. And then I'm on that call on 162nd in Midland. Appreciate it. Thanks, Gil.
Wow, that definitely will make anybody curious. If you see something sticking halfway out the ground, a suitcase, you don't know what might be in there. And it probably was there when it was all that real high snow we had, things like that. It probably been had it out there. And being so cold, it probably didn't decompose as much if it was hot outside. And the other, she might have just tried to start digging, it was too cold, and she left it there, and that's how it was sticking out the ground like that. And that high snow and stuff we had, that's another reason why it's probably was like buried like this. She couldn't bury it. The ground was probably too hard for her to dig a hole. It take an awful long time to get up there. I noticed that. Curiosity getting the best of him. He want to look in there bad, though. I can see that. And he found 2 separate suitcases.
Get a room of scented angel sauce. The freshness is just.
We're going to get right to to the other one real quick. The woman of interest right here. Gonna go right here.
Took my dog out and I was walking over across the street.
A walk with a dog ended with a gruesome discovery.
I actually found another bag. Wow.
It's a mystery that has people in Cleveland stunned.
We protect our children.
Tonight, a major development as investigators work to piece together the puzzle of the girls in the suitcases. Thanks for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Damon Maloney, in for Rob Powers. We begin with breaking news in Cleveland's South Collinwood neighborhood, where all this began 2 days ago. News 5's Kaylee Olivas is live there tonight. Kaylee, what are you learning?
Yeah, Damon, if you look over here, this is the field off Midland Avenue and 162nd Street, where those two girls were found dead inside suitcases. Now, right next door, a property that Cleveland police say was searched today in connection. That search leading to a person of interest.
I just got a call from the chief, and we can confirm that we now have a person of interest.
That's what we want. That's what we want. Good.
The news coming on the heels of a search warrant executed on a property nearly 100 yards from where officers found two half-sisters between the ages of 8 and 14 dead inside suitcases. For hours, our crews watched as the Cleveland Police Homicide Unit and SWAT teams circled a home on East 162nd.
Part of the investigation led us to this home, and it's been a nonstop, ongoing investigation.
Trash cans were searched, law enforcement in and out of the house. We even saw a small child walk out with an officer. But whether there are more victims in this case wasn't shared by Cleveland police.
This obviously is difficult in terms of the ages of the victims, and it's no secret that it touches our hearts. Our officers are human just like everyone else, and they're their parents, their grandparents, and it affects them as well, which is, it goes to say that they're committed to resolving this as quickly as possible.
No arrests and no charges as of Wednesday night, but there is a person of interest.
This is a significant break for this case. We're hoping that this person that we detain would lead us to eventually an arrest and, of course, a charge.
Are you able to share whether or not this person of interest is related to the two little girls?
Not at this time.
While still little details have been provided in this case, Collinwood residents are thankful to hear someone has been taken in for questioning. Ward 10 Councilman Mike Polensik hopeful more answers will come about, like how long these two shallow graves have existed.
They couldn't tell me how long they were there because of the weather, because let's face it, it's been cold. And so there was some decomposition, but not had they been there a very long time. In this neighborhood, you don't kill kids. We want justice. We want justice for those children.
Now, just because there is a person of interest in this case doesn't mean Cleveland police are going to stop investigating. Officials are asking the public if you have any information, if you know something, if you saw something, to say something. As more details become available, we'll of course continue to keep you posted right here on News 5, both on air and online. That's news5cleveland.com. For News 5 here in Cleveland, I'm Kaylee Olivas.
This is the person that have interest right here. The mother. Wow.
Good morning, Ms. Henderson. All right, so we're going to first hear from, regarding your bond, we're going to first hear from the prosecutor from the state, and regarding charges against you, charges that you are presumed innocent, and charges that allow for you to have an attorney without cost. And after we hear from the prosecutor, we'll hear from your attorney, okay? Madam Prosecutor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is an allegation of murder in two separate charges. It's alleged in this matter that the defendant did cause the death of her two daughters, 8 and 10 years old. The badly decomposed bodies of the two little girls were found in shallow graves in Cleveland in suitcases. Your Honor, The defendant is 28 years old. She scores a 1 and a 1 on the PSA, has no record noted on the PSA. Your Honor, based on the nature of the allegations and the charges in this case, I would ask for nothing less than a $2 million bond. I would implore the court to consider setting a $2 million bond, cash surety at this point, for the record. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Public Defender.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Henderson is waiting in the preliminary hearing on both cases, and I ask for the most reasonable bond you can give her.
Tell me a little more about it, you know.
Judge, she's been in jail 3 days, and as you see the public safety assessment, she's looking at her job and she has a place to live, and all of her life is spent in this area. Thank you.
Have you seen her PSA?
I have. I just said, yeah.
Let's go with it. So, no history of violence. History, 1-1. No history of violence. No convictions. No charges. Given the nature of the allegations, as well as my concern for the safety of the public, we will deal, the bond will be $2 million. Ms. Henderson, work with your attorney, go to your hearings, and fight your innocence, okay? Good luck, you take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
$2 million it's $1 million.
Per page.
I'm sorry, thanks for the clarification. It's $1 million each. All right?
She shouldn't get a damn bond, period. Talking about some $1 million apiece. She shouldn't get a bond at all, period, at all, none, 0. 0. That's our bond should be a 0.
We continue to follow new developments in the case of the 2 girls found dead, buried inside of suitcases.
Cleveland police confirm a person of interest is in custody. Mike Holden has more on this investigation.
And breaking live this afternoon at noon, News 5 has confirmed through Cleveland police that they have officially arrested a 28-year-old woman in connection to the deaths of these 2 young girls. At this point, Cleveland police have not yet formally charged her, so they're not releasing her name. But once they do charge her in the hours ahead, they say they will release her name. We want to point out at this point, they are not detailing at least how she is related to these children. That information is forthcoming as well. But let's take it back. You can see it right here in the video. A story News 5 has followed since it initially broke Monday evening. New at noon, again, Cleveland police confirming the arrest of a 28-year-old woman as they investigate what they are calling a, quote, suspected homicide of 2 juveniles. Officers swarmed the area of East 162nd Street in Midland, right behind Ginn Academy on Monday night. A man walking his dog told News 5 investigator Scott Knoll he called police after discovering a body stuffed inside of a suitcase. Officers then located a second body inside of a separate suitcase nearby. The medical examiner confirming the 2 victims are half-sisters, believed to be approximately 8.5 and 14 years old. Police say detectives used careful and methodical work, developing leads through neighborhood canvassing, witness interviews, and surveillance footage. News 5 was there Wednesday as detectives executed a search warrant in a nearby home where they detained that person of interest and recovered what they described as, quote, substantial evidence relating to this case. Police also say a child was found inside of that house and appeared to be in good health. That child is now in the custody of the Department of Children and Family Services. Charges are now pending against that 28-year-old woman identified as the suspect.
It's no secret that it touches our hearts. Our officers are human just like everyone else, and they're their parents, their grandparents, and it affects them as well, which is, it goes to say that they're committed to resolving this as quickly as possible.
One step closer to justice now. If you are just joining us, Cleveland police confirming to News 5 that a 28-year-old woman has officially been arrested in connection to the deaths of those two young girls on Cleveland's east side. They are not releasing that suspect's name until she is formally charged in the hours ahead, and it's not clear on her connection to these children. We also want to point out the medical examiner has not yet identified those two girls that were found dead. The News 5 will stay on top of this story, so look for the breaking develops on air, online, and the News 5 Cleveland app. Reporting live outside of the
That's
Justice
real
Center,
talk.
Mike Holden, News 5.